Connie, a very good evening to you and thanks for your time. So tell us why the need for such a college.
Well, Iveka, about 12 years ago the ANC started removing technical colleges, or actually they started going downhill, and then out of this need we started Soltech in one of our boardrooms, actually, in our head offices. That's a technical college that provides vocational training, diesel mechanics, millwrights and electricians, based on building it with our members' money. From there it has grown from strength to strength, and now last Friday we basically broke ground on the new premises that Soltech requires to host additional capacity. Now this is a private educational institution as envisioned and enshrined under Article 29 of the Constitution. It's built with our members' money. It's not massive donors. It's 10 Rand from every single member of Solidarity every month. And we pooled this, and now we're building a technical college that will use Afrikaans as language of instruction, which is one of the official languages of South Africa.
So would this be that
sort of flabbergasted by the attacks on us.
Would this be that all lessons or all classes would be only in Afrikaans there?
Yes, the medium of instruction is Afrikaans. So if you can understand Afrikaans, you're welcome to apply. Even if you, not necessarily mother tongue, if you want to receive training in Afrikaans, you're welcome to apply to Soltech and then proceed to do a technical course. It's actually expanded quite significantly on the technical courses that it does offer, and it gives excellent training to the people who go to Soltech. The graduates are in high demand, actually. From our perspective, that's why we're sort of flabbergasted. This is constitutional spaces that the linguistic community has decided to build for itself with its own money, using one of the official languages of the country as medium of instruction, which is obviously envisioned in the Constitution, and suddenly we're getting attacked.
So will Solidarity continue to fund the running of this college? Would it be fee-based, or would the members' children just be allowed to come because they've now contributed?
No, it's well, we're funding the construction, but it's obviously fee-based. You'll have to pay if you want to attend this college, as with every other educational institution in this country. If you apply, and you pay the fees, then you're more than welcome to come and do some training.
And anybody from any race group, as long as you understand and speak Afrikaans, can attend?
Yes, this is obviously it's not discriminatory based on race. We're just we as a linguistic and cultural community, we feel strongly about Afrikaans as our language. We love it, and we would like it to be used as a language of instruction. And we've seen that this is something that we can do as a community by ourselves. So with our own private money, contributions from ordinary members, we've built a technical college to facilitate Afrikaans being used as language of instruction. And if you're willing, well, if you're in the Pretoria area, because commuting from Cape Town or George might be difficult, if you're have matric and qualified, I think it's above 18 as well, and if you're willing to accept Afrikaans as language of instruction, then you're more than welcome to apply to study at Soltech for technical training.
Well, Connie, I can understand, the MEC Panyaza Lesufi's anger at this, because by its nature, just by virtue of the fact that you will only teach in Afrikaans, that the medium will be Afrikaans, by nature it is excluding other race groups who don't speak Afrikaans. So it's not their first language, don't you think?
I would be careful for saying it's excluding other race groups. It's excluding most likely other language groups. But then again, because I would be excluding
Which would amount to race on some level.
Setswana. Yes, you could try and argue that. Unfortunately, the Constitution does, however, allow for 11 official languages, and this is a community that's taking ownership of its own language and saying that we would like instruction to be offered in the language of our choice, our mother tongue, where on the other hand we're very serious about mother tongue education, and we've been serious about this. We've consistently come out in defense of mother tongue education, and our government has not actually been doing anything to promote mother tongue education in the 11 official languages. It's only been English. So we as a community took the decision saying we're not going to sit back and wait for government to finally provide us mother tongue education. We are going to build an educational college with our own money that offers mother tongue education for Afrikaans speakers, or anyone who can understand Afrikaans, of world-class quality.
Connie, as far as I know, a lot of our schools continue to offer Afrikaans. You can choose to study Afrikaans. I mean, my kids do it, and they are in a different school. They're in a Christian school as well. So I don't know if I quite buy the reason that Afrikaans is not given the attention that it needs to, but I just want to ask you, if Solidarity is really, really committed to the country, if you're committed to nation building, why not take the money that you're getting, that you can afford to build an Afrikaans-medium only college, and build a college that most other South Africans, knowing where we are when it comes to education, knowing the shortage of quality education that we have, why not make it accessible to everyone?
There's a couple of things. The first thing is we do not actually have access to taxpayer money. This is our own money after tax. So we don't have funds to build massive amounts of educational infrastructure. This has been a couple of years in the making, saving and planning. We would be more than willing, and it's something that we think linguistic community should take up. So if you feel strongly about your language, you should be taking it into your own hands and taking the education of your children back into your own hands. We're more than willing to share know-how, to tell any other linguistic community that would like to take up this offer. I know Prof. Langa Kumalu from UKZN is trying to get Zulu as a language of instruction built. We would be willing to tell them what works, what didn't work, what would work for fundraising, what not. And in the end, this is about communities taking back their own languages and stuff that matters to them. We're very careful for deciding for other communities what language they should study in. We are only going to say that we would like to study in Afrikaans as a linguistic community, and we're going to take real steps to achieve that on the ground. And
in other words, just to preserve the Afrikaans and the communities that speak Afrikaans. Is that your aim?
Well, preserving, not necessarily only preserving, this is using it as a language of instruction to facilitate training for Afrikaans learners and pupils who want to go into technical training. The second part of this is South Africa has a massive technical skills shortage, and we're trying to provide to that. So it's not isolationist. These are South African citizens who are studying at a tertiary institution, a private tertiary institution, protected under Article 29 of the South African Constitution, and who will eventually work and play in South Africa, contributing to this economy and making sure that we're going forward.
All right, Connie Mandla, thank you very much. Somehow I feel that this is not going to be the last you hear of this or unhappiness over such a facility, but let's see what happens, what the future holds from Solidarity. Thank you very much.